Hello, welcome to the Art of the Oracle. My name is Virginia, and I am an Oracle intuitive and reader, as well as biofield tuning and Reiki. I also work with redesign and re-energizing spaces around your home and in your environment. So I am excited today on this Tarot Tuesday to read from the Light Seers. I haven't read just the Light Seers in a while. I'm going to take a little sip of my tea this morning. And let's tap it and see what the cards say. Now, interestingly, I usually put selenite on it, so I'm going to do that real quick. I was out early this morning in the yard and got some beautiful messages from the trees, which is very exciting because I love trees. I don't know what, we all have these attractions, right, to things that really kind of draw us in, and mine is part of what it is trees and nature. And yes, I, just ask about this, these comets and these things that are going on out there. And it said, the great awakening that we, have heard so much about, it's the earth and everything awakening within it. So which is including us, which is the earth, which is our connection with all of things, all of the cosmic influences. So we're all wakening up to that. And it's like the trees are aware of it, the land is aware of it, the animals, everybody has been waiting for this moment. And the awakening process, as with when we have awakenings, they they're like robust, right? They're like explosive. And so that's the reason why we have, different volcanoes and things like this, is because we are all waking up. So let's see what the cards have to say. I was drawn to this beautiful like blue and turquoise energy today, opening up throat chakras. I'm very, very excited to see what the cards say. I was drawn probably to her deck because, as you see, she's got this green and turquoise on the front, and her box is turquoise. And need I go on? What is the color that's drawing you forward today? Today is, the day after the equinox, which was yesterday. I said the solstice. Please forgive me. Okay, so let's ask, what do we most need to know on this Tarot Tuesday? And do we want to add to, okay, so it's funny because I looked at the bottom of the deck and I'm feeling this card and this card as well. So, and it's probably because I'm drawn to this turquoise energy, and there's also one more. I don't usually take cards like this, but we're going to. So interesting, the first card that came out is all about our connection with others. And I love that they're seeing, showing this, because to me, it's also a message about what is coming into our awareness, coming in from other galaxies. And this is what it looks like to us as we're peering forward. And I think this is about us finding our soul tribe here and having a heart-opening group of people that really understand us, that we feel that we can be our true selves with, but also that we can open ourselves up to what is coming, what is beyond us, what is out there that is coming in to make itself known. And I think it's all, when we have an awakening, we have new respect for ourselves and others. So I think whatever is coming to us is a positive thing. Now the 9, the Hermit, we're in this 9 year of 2025. And this shows, like, to me, the way I'm reading this is that we've been in this contemplative dark stage where we have, been walking with not much to go on except for our inner light, and that's what's been guiding us forward. And the truth is that's the most important thing. So as we've been following and listening to our inner intuition and our light, it has brought us to a place where now we are looking out in a whole new way, with the Justice card next to it, which is all about the balancing of the light and the dark. And in this card here, as you can see, the light side is is her eyes are closed, and the dark side is eyes open. And you can read this in a lot of different ways, but this is the way I'm hearing it this morning, is that when we are in this shadow element, we are using our eyes senses, our eyes open, and only judging the things that we see, and not always judging it in a kind way. And that when we close down the superficial things of what our lives a lot of times involve, and we tap into our heart and the love of the divine, is that is our true knowing. And what is happening is the balancing of these, is the ability to see with our eyes closed how we have been, I'm going to say, a little bit turned upside down. Because as you see the light, everything is coming into a new awareness of things that were dark. It's the symbolizing also of this. And this is a very interesting final card to come out here with the Seven of Swords. And as you can see, the light is also illuminating this person who, it's like the thief in the night. And what to me that's saying is that there'll be a new awareness of this, and people that have been doing nefarious things, people that feel like they're just, all about themselves, and they're trying just to get what they need, and they're not working with others, right? He's leaving the city alone, and he's hooded because it's almost like he's ashamed of what he's done, but he's still working in that dark, kind of ego-driven, where he feels in lack. It's not to judge this person, but to empathize that he has felt the lack within his life, and so he feels the only way that he can get what he needs is to take from others. And I feel like that's changing, and that's coming to light in many different ways. This may not just be a person, it could be a company where these things are going to be opened up to us, where we're really going to see how the dark, and there's not, and I don't want to, because I feel like I'm kind of leaning like dark is bad, light is good, but it's not that. It's the weight of what fear and isolation and lack brings, and the light of what the ability to see how we're all one, and we're all, guided to work together and to open our heart. And this is a lesson for all of us to see what we need to release, to see where we have been working in a way that gave us like false ideas, or way we've judged people, or where our hearts have been closed off, or where we felt the need to get mine, right? Because we don't care about what other people have, and we kind of feel like, well, if they're not doing well, it's their own fault kind of thing. And, there is some truth to that. We're not victims of anything. We all have the power, but empathy is a beautiful heart-opening act where you can resonate and see, because maybe once you were that, you didn't see your power. All of these things are very important for us to have the awareness, and I think that that's what's balancing right now at this time. And yeah, and I think it's bringing us to a place where we are going to see and open our hearts to many new things. So thank you so much for being here at the Art of the Oracle on Tarot Tuesday. If you're interested in getting some information about anything that's going on in your world, reach out to me, to my email address, and we'll see if we can set you up for a Zoom appointment where you can see the cards as they're driven, they can be driven, that drawn to answer specific questions for you. So thank you so much for being here. Have a magical day. Bye now.